So, my sister and I used to be really close whenever we were younger. We would always play together. We would play like dolls and stuff and video games. And then she started to really idolize my brother, and I didn't. So we kind of grew apart in that sense, and didn't really see eye to eye ever again. And last year she had a really hard year. My parents took her out of the school that she was going to and put her in a private school in Bryan. And so she wasn't living with us for like 2 months, and then she got kicked out of that school. So she came back to our house and was schoolless for a few weeks. And during that time was like robotics all the time because it was build season, and so I'd always be at school and doing robotics. So I never really saw her at all, and she thinks robotics is lame, so I don't really have any reason to associate with her. So our first competition was in Lubbock, and my parents weren't going to go because it's in Lubbock, that's far. But I had a great time, and that Friday I got to meet the Master of Ceremonies, who's like really super famous, Blair Huntermark. And he does all the game animations, like he's the voice for that, and I talked to him for like 10 minutes. And then he told me that like someone tomorrow is going to be even, someone is going to be there tomorrow that's going to be even more super famous than he is. And he didn't lie. The next day, Woody Flowers, one of the founding people of robotics, was there, and I love this guy. He has this award named after him, and he made one of the core values of the competition, and he's great. And on Saturday afternoon, I like went around the whole arena looking for him. And after like 20 minutes, my friend Zoe and I found him, and we met him, and he like signed my notebook. He's like, "Good luck in the elimination rounds." And I was like, "Thank you so much." And I was really excited about the eliminations as well because we were with the second seeded alliance, and we were going to be competing with one of the best robotics teams in the whole competition. And it was just really exciting. We made it to semifinals, and we went up against the Westlake team, the team from Westlake. And after 3 matches, we won, so we were going to go to finals. And we'd never been to finals before, so this was a huge deal. And we lost both of those matches, but we were all like so excited because we made it to finals, and we lost to one of the best robots I've ever seen in my life. So we were all totally fine with this. And we got our medals, and afterwards we had Woody Flowers sign them. And then we went back to the bus and packed everything up, and we were leaving. And I forgot my phone on the bus that day, so the first thing I did was get my phone, and I called my parents. I was so excited to tell them all the great stuff that happened that day. And they didn't answer, and that was just weird. And so I called like all their cell phones, and I called like 3 or 4 times, and no one answered. So I took a picture of my medal, and I sent it to my mom because she would reply eventually. And she texted back like 30 minutes later and said, "Cool." And so I called her because I was like, I wanted to tell her all the great stuff. And she didn't answer, and she texted me back again, and she said, like, in a meeting, which was weird because it was a Saturday afternoon. And so, like, why is she in a meeting? She doesn't work on weekends. But I just kind of, whatever, like, that's fine. And we got back to Mainer at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and my dad picked me up from the school. And on the way home, I talked the entire way home. Like the 10 minutes, I was just like, "Dad, it was so great! Oh my God, this is awesome!" And we got home, and my mom's car wasn't there, which was weird. Like, where's my mom's car? It's 4 in the morning. She's not home. And I went upstairs to put my suitcase in my room. And my dad went upstairs as well, and he went into my sister's room and like turned on the light and like started opening drawers, which is weird because she should be in bed asleep. And I was like, "Dad, where is Colleen and Mom?" And he looks at me and he says, "Colleen tried to kill herself yesterday, and they are at the hospital." And I had no idea what to say. Like, what do you say to that? I had no idea. So I was supposed to like go to sleep because I didn't sleep on the ride home. And I laid in bed and I just cried for like hours and hours because like my sister, my younger sister, tried to kill herself. What are you supposed to do? And that afternoon we went to the hospital and I saw her and I still didn't know what to say because like she's my little sister. Like she should be happy. And she got help and she got better. And like we couldn't leave her at home alone at all. So like the next weekend she went to Houston to the regional with my mom, and like she was fine. And it's just, it sucks. Like I can't think about all the great things that happened at the Lubbock Regional without thinking about my sister and thinking like her trying to hurt herself. And it sucks. Life sucks. Life's not good sometimes.